Hi everyone, this is Kilzhot from 99 Gaming, and this is the 999 Gaming Top 9. So we have a brand new list for you guys. If you guys tuned in last week, we did the top 9 movie songs of all time, and I know a lot of people do top 10 lists, so we decided to change it up here, and we are doing top 9s. So tonight, we're going to talk about the top 9 Walking Dead deaths of all time. And there's a lot of different lists out there. A lot of different people have added their input. So what we're going to do is we're going to take your input, we're going to take your thoughts, your ideas, piece it all together, compare it to some other people's lists that may be out there, and we're going to come up with a brand new top 9. Forget all the top 10s that are out there. Forget all the noise. Appreciate all of you guys being here. I decided to throw this one together because we did not make the Walking Dead stream last night, and I figured I owed you some Walking Dead chat. We got people already shouting, but don't give me your top number 1 yet, because we are going to debate it. We're going to talk about it. That's what we do here. Thanks to all of you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I will do a few shout outs all along the way. And just a couple ground rules. One is this is a very interactive type of video. So if you type something over in the comment section, it will probably be included. So be careful what you type, because you will be a part of this, and your opinions, your thoughts, your passion is greatly appreciated. Number 2, once the video goes live, if you guys could get over there and leave some comments, because it may be included in the 999 spoiler channel once we do some fan reactions to those things as well. And of course, as Tommy Sweet-Ass McCandless would say, Lucille that like button. Let's get everybody in here, the cost of admission. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just start by, I'm going to tell you a little bit about, first of all, my Walking Dead history, because some of you are hardcore. You read the comics when they first came out, the first season, you were watching it, rewatching it, watching it again. I actually started binge watching it a couple years ago, so I more recently started digging down a little bit deeper. Probably season 6 is where I got into hidden clues and the meanings and the lore and the storylines. And at the end of season 6 is when I started really thinking about the comics and a couple other things. And so now I can kind of juxtapose it a little bit more. But to be honest with you, there's some episodes that I haven't went back and watched and done a deep dive. So I'm going to rely on all of your knowledge. So make sure that you definitely bring it. So hopefully everybody is ready to go. I do like to start with a couple lists that are out there, and then what we'll do is we'll do your 8, 9, and 10. So let's start with probably one of the more popular ones out there. I mean, everybody knows top 10s. When they think of top 10, they think of Watch Mojo. So I'm going to go through Watch Mojo's top 10, and I'm not going to agree with all of them, but just kind of put this in the back of your mind a little bit, and then we'll open it up for debate a little bit. So Watch Mojo coming in at number 10, and there were some notable snubs. So let me read their top 10 and then throw out a couple names that you thought just probably should have been in their top 10. So number 10 was Lori. So you guys know Lori, the C-section, and Carl had to put her out of her misery once she started turning. Lizzie Samuels, number 9. Jesse, Sam, and Ron, the trifecta, was number 8. Dale, number 7. Denise coming in at number 6. Noah, the revolving door man, number 5. Shane, number 4. Beth Green, number 3. Herschel, number 2. And number 1, Glenn. So Glenn was a little bit of a surprise to some people. He got kind of the backswing, I guess. We knew Negan was going to go for number 2 at some point. So what are some of the notable snubs that you saw just from that list of top 10? And I'll call on a few of you, read your comments, and then what we'll do is we're going to get into where we stand on it. And keep in mind, as you start to give me your ratings, then what I'm doing is sort of jotting down a few of them. We're taking just kind of a, I guess, the sum of all of them and coming up with our list, like who's going to be mentioned the most times. And I think that's where our list, nobody will probably get the exact list, but that's how we kind of form it. We piece it together. So Jonathan Nichols says Shane. He's definitely... Shane was listed, but he was listed number 4. So, John, do you think he was a little bit low? Dark Angel says, where's Merle? Merle should have been on the list. Tiger Uppercut says Merle should be on the list. So, a lot of people. D. Mooney is, I agree with you, D. Mooney. Where is Abe? Where the hell is Abraham? Why is he not on this list? What is wrong with Watch Mojo? They put Glenn up there, but they don't put Abraham on there. You must be kidding me. Exactly. Emmy Bacon says, where's Abraham? Kai says, T-Dog. I got a couple more. Ann Hodges coming in saying Merle, Tyrese, T-Dog, Shane. Daniel Virato says Shane. Who else we got? What's up, Tommy? Oh, he changed. Oh, we got Tommy. Wait. We got an imposter in the house. Hold on. Stop the fire, or stop the phone. Put out the fire. Whatever. I'm getting all my cliches mixed up. I've got Tommy the Sweet Ass Enforcer McCandless, and then I have spotted Tommy Sweet Ass McCandless number 2. What is there? Is there a I know you or relation? You know, is that somebody you know, Tommy, or is this somebody just joining the Tommy Sweet Ass McCandless fan club? I'm just curious. That caught my attention. Okay, Ghostly Raccoon, I get you. Bob, yeah, where's Bob? I got sidetracked with, okay, there we go. All right, so little Tommy. Just want to make sure we got Tommy 1 and Tommy 2. I'm just looking out. Sean says Sophia. All right, little Tommy in the house. What's up, my man? Very good. Got a few people here, too. Salem Blue says Sophia. So, once again, if you're new to this stream, we're going to call you out. I mean, good and bad. If you say something like really, you know, off the wall, we're probably going to call it out. But definitely, want your input, your reaction. Georgia Lynn says Sasha. There you go, Sasha. I agree. I'm sorry. There you go, Georgia Lynn. Sorry, I'm calling Georgia Sasha. Whatever. Should have definitely been included on the list. I mean, we get Glenn, but we don't get Sasha. Okay, I got multiple lists here. I've got 6 or 7 different lists. Like I said, this is Watch Mojo. So here we go. Daniel says Beth as well. John's doing his, John, I don't know if that's top 3, but hold on if that is your top 3. So here's the way we do it, everybody. So what I need you to do is give me, in reverse order, 10, 9, and 8. So I'm going to call on you for this is your bottom 3. So you got to think about this a little bit because, you know, if you say Spencer and Spencer's number 15, you can't flip-flop it later on. If Spencer's going to make your top 10, say Spencer. If you're going to say Otis, say Otis. But once you put him in your top 10, you ain't flip-flopping them later. Them's the rules. All right. So let me get 3. I need 8, 9, and 10 from each person, and then we're going to work our way up. You know what? I just scratched that. Hold on now. What am I doing? You know what? I just changed the whole rules to our stream. And you guys got to call me out on this. I'm imitating other people, and we're not here to imitate other people. Scratch what I just said. We're doing 7, 8, and 9 because we're only doing a top 9. We're not doing a top 10 like all those other fakers out there. Let's scratch that. There is no number 10. Revamp it. If you typed it, type it again. Give me some numbers. Man, see, I got called in the moment. I'm reading everybody else does a top 10, and I'm going to be reading their top 10. So, honest mistake, everybody. This is week number 2, and we are live. So, it happens. Failed host. There you go. All right, here we go. Thank you, Emmy. All right, Larma, there is no number 10. Scratch it. Okay, there we go. All right. Kel's got me going here. So Kel has Dale, Sasha, and Shane. Georgia Lynn, Lizzie, Mika, and Herschel. Who else we got in here? All right, Tommy's going Dale, Andrea, and T-Dog. Who else we got in the house? Daniel Ivan says Dale. Oh, a lot of people got Dale, barely cracking the top 9. So, where did Ivan go to? Wow, you guys are scrolling fast. I'm trying to keep up with everybody. All right, Dale, Lori, and Beth. Who else we got? Who wants to get an opinion? Who wants to be a part of this list? All right. Tigger. Tigger Uppercut. So Tigger Uppercut is going with T-Dog, Lori, and Dale. Dark Angel, Andrea, Lori, and Shane. Oh, hold on now. So, Lynn, you're putting Sasha in at number 8. So, Lynn is coming in with Dale, Sasha. Honestly, I think Sasha is going to be a lot higher on a lot of people's lists. But you got the Andrea death ahead. Oh, Kai C says Rapey Davey. That's number 1, number 2. Yeah. Hey, somebody's got to put him on the list, right? Mary says Dale. And Mika. Who else we got? We got Aaron is coming in, and Aaron is I think we can probably safely say Dale is probably going to be number 9, because almost everybody has Dale at number 9. So Dale, Martinez, and Herschel. I think Herschel is going to rate a little higher too. Jill's coming in with T-Dog, Shane, and Sophia. Tara. Eastman. Without a ranking, she's just like Eastman. Kamal. Kamal is coming in with Dale, Andrea, and Lizzie. The game player says, Kills, can I have your Road to Survival account? No, it's already been hacked once. But thanks for asking. Denise says Bob, Dale, and Lori. Nice to see Bob crack into the top 9. Oh, Trev is going with Lori, Dr. Jenner, and Andrea. All right. Just a couple more seconds here, get a few more lists. Ann Hodge says Lori, Shane, and Sophia. And Slanted Cube says, dude, you skipper. I guess that means either I skipped you, maybe. So Slanted Cube says Bob, Dwayne, and Lori. I can't get everybody here. Larma, Carol. Come on, Larma. Get out of my face with that noise. You're already on to season 9. All right. Angel of Darkness is Andrea, Beth, and Lori. I think Beth's going to rate a little bit higher. Beth is on a couple lists, but I think she's going to break into to the top there. So, and let me just say, there's a lot of people typing. I won't read all of them. I'm trying to acknowledge as many as we can. So, if I'm a dude that's a skipper, then you know how it is. I mean, we get 100 people in here. Can't read everybody's. All right, but I will try to mix it up a little bit. Okay, moving forward, we're going to talk about another list. So I'm going to give you, and go figure, they're mostly top 10 list. But we're what? We're top 9. All right. We're going to do the Cinema Blend. And then after I do the Cinema Blend list, we will talk about some notable snubs as well. And then I'll get, don't start typing your 4, 5, and 6 yet because we're not ready for all that. Cinema Blend. Number 10, Noah. Number 9, Shane. Number 8, Dale. Number 7, Sophia. Number 6, Andrea. Number 5, Tyrese. Number 4, Lizzie. And listen to this top 3. I don't agree with it, but top 3 from Cinema Blend was Lori, Herschel, and Beth, rounding out number 1. So I'm a little closer with the Watch Mojo list. Cinema Blend is, they're off. Just my opinion. I think Beth will be a little higher. I don't think I'm going to have Beth as number 1, but I definitely am not going to have Lori as number 3. All right, so a couple things. Notable snubs. And then after we do notable snubs, I'm going to ask you. Stupid list. There you go. I agree with that, Northside Queen. I don't like that Cinema Blend list. That's crazy. There you go. Jonathan Nichols says that's crazy. Shane is top 3. So why are you putting Lori, Herschel, and Beth in top 3 when Shane is not there? Still no Merle? Nope. Laura Brown, we have no Merle on anybody's list at this point. Carmen Trance is not number 1. I agree. All right, so there's a few notable snubs. So before we get back into your list, I'm going to ask you a question about some of the Walking Dead deaths. Which death on The Walking Dead were you most excited about? Which one were you like, that's either a cool death, the way it happened, or it was somebody that you thought needed to go? One or the other. Could be somebody that you didn't think needed to go, but it was just so awesomely done that was like, yeah, I like that. And I'm going to read a few of your comments. So once again, this is the 999 Gaming Top 9 Walking Dead, The Walking Dead's deaths. I guess we could either kill the S or add an apostrophe, but whatever the case, you get the idea. And let you guys know, we do top 9s. We're going to start doing this every Thursday. If you guys want to tune in for some Walking Dead chat, some gaming chat, we'll get to commercial and a few other things, but we're pretty well rounded here. We got an awesome group of people, very interactive, and you guys, your participation, you guys can see the screen over on the side. When that's streaming up like that, that's what makes the video. So let me get to a couple of your comments and see who you thought was one of the most exciting deaths. So Joe P is like Sasha. Really like the way Sasha's death was done. AJ Jepson says Noah. Daniel Ivan says Spencer. Northside Queen says Lizzie. I'm going to agree with you, Northside. Lizzie's death, look at the flowers. Bang! Yeah. We got, who else we got? We got Georgia Lynn says Tyrese. Aaron Smallwood likes the way they, did the Lori death. Tigger Uppercut says Bob. Joe, who else we got? We got Lewis says Fat Joey. Ann Hodge likes the Shane death was epic. I have to say that for a couple reasons. It was time for him to go, so I'm okay with that as well. But the way they did it, I thought was great. Especially, if all the stuff that Shane put Rick through there at the end, kind of rubbing some things in his face. Let's see. Lori, Glenn, and Abraham is Mary's list. Salem Blue, Merle, and Daryl's response. What else we got here? Sophia's death was amazing. Yeah, you walk out of the shed, then Rick's going to not waste any time. Luis Diaz, Rapey Davy. Yeah, that was expected, but still good. Lynn Myers, the whole Terminus crew. Kobe Fisher, same thing. Rapey Davy. Tommy, love the way the head guy at Terminus was killed. All right, we'll get a few more comments in here. Thanks, Joe P. Joe P says he is a huge fan of 999 Gaming and says, keep it up. We will keep it up. I'm going to give you guys like just a brief commercial here in a second. Well, it'll be me doing the commercial. I won't like send you away or anything. One thing about doing these videos and creating our own top 9 is you do have to go back and sort of reminisce, and it's almost like you think about it and those emotions that you went through, right? I haven't thought about that death in a long time, and I look at it and I see Carol shooting down a kid. I'm like, they did that. Or we just killed I guess in theory she wasn't a pregnant woman, Lori, but close enough, right? So they've done some real cutting edge stuff. Gareth. The Gareth death. All right, so we're going to move forward, and I got a couple more things that I want to talk about because we do have to get through this video at some point, right? So I'm going to ask you at this point for your list, and then we'll get to the next question, and we'll get to some more people's list. I need you to list your 4, 5, and 6. So you got to think about these a little bit because it is almost money time. We're getting close to who do you leave out, who cracks your top 3, who have you already listed. So we're giving these lists just to get you thinking about a few additional people. There's one really, really funny one that made someone's list, so I'll get to that one in a second as well. All right, so I need, and please number them out for me so I know what order they're going. So I don't know whether you're going forwards or backwards, that type of thing. So 4, 5, and 6, please. So Kel says Noah, Denise, and Lizzie. Solid list. What's up, Madison? How you doing, Maddie? Welcome, Diane Estes. I'm going to give Diane a shout out now because I always forget her later. So what's up, Diane? Salem Blue says Sasha, Mika, and Axel. Gareth, Dale, and Beth. Who is that? It's Trev. Kai says Merle, T-Dog, and Gov. Good to see the governor make a list. All right, we got Ann Hodge coming in and says Beth, Dale, and Noah. There's some of the Beths. Dale's a little high there. Shay Girl, Lizzie, Mika, and Tyrese. Lynn Myers. Tyrese, Mozzie, Beth. Emmy is coming in with Tyrese, Noah, and Herschel. Oh, Herschel's starting to get a little play. Oh, April, Herschel, Sasha. Sasha getting up there. So Herschel, Sasha, and Tyrese. Kobe Fisher, Axel, and creepy Uncle Axel. Huh. I see. You're still in my creepy Uncle Axel from Walking Dead Road to Survival. That's a longtime fan. Anybody that refers to Axel as creepy Uncle Axel, I know has been watching me do gaming videos quite a bit. Chad Budd says Merle, Gov, and Andrea. I like that list. Who else we got here? Yeah, I do. Kale, I think there's going to be a lot of that too. However, it was epic. So I would not fault them for going with that. Northside Queen says Gareth, Beth, and Tyrese. Once again, if you're just logging in or you just have a little bit of lag, we are doing the top 9 gaming Walking Dead deaths. And at this point, we're up to 4, 5, and 6. So if you missed some of the first part of that, then you're going to be out on the 7, 8, 9. But give us your 4, 5, and 6. So we got, let's see, Kamal says Herschel, Sasha, and Beth. Neva says Herschel, Glenn, and Merle. Oh, wait, you can't have Herschel at 4 and Merle at 4. I'm assuming Merle was 6. So I'm assuming you mean Merle, Glenn, and Herschel. Thank you, Angel of Darkness. Appreciate you being here. Kai's already doing his he's doing his top 1, 2, and 3. All right, Angus Johnson, Shane, Noah. And who was number 6? All right, 1 or 2 more, and then we're going to move on. I think we got a pretty good basis. Tommy says Beth, Herschel, and Shane. Another solid list. Joe P. coming in with Noah, Spencer, and Sasha. And going once, going twice, last call for your 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to move on to someone else's list and compare what they're saying and what we're saying. All right. Not doing 1, 2, and 3 yet, Red Elastic. So hold that thought. Z Assassin. Not a lot of people saying Martinez. We did get a Martinez a little bit ago, but not enough, I think, to make the list. John O2C. Sup, Kilzhot, the best YouTube channel on the web. It's pretty high praise. That's what Nicolas Cage would say. That's high praise. Or the guy that imitated or played Nicolas Cage on Saturday Night Live would say that. Wait, Georgia Lynn says Tyrese, Beth, and Sasha. All right, so we do have a few more people coming in. And we got Herschel, Denise, and Sophia. And last call, Angel of Darkness says Andrea, Jesse, and Beth. All right, so we're going to stop it right there. We got a pretty good basis of 4, 5, and 6. We're going to wind it down a little bit. Let's move on to someone else's list. There's a site called the Top Tens, and this is what they do. They do top 10s. What do? We do top 9s. So let me give you their top 10 list, counting down from 10 to 1. And I don't agree with this list either. What the? All right. A couple of them I do agree with, but they got some people rated really high here. All right, so number 10, they say Sophia at number 10. Number 9, they've got Noah at number 9. Number 8, Andrea. Number 7, Tyrese. Number 6, wait, sorry. Number 7, Lori. Number 6, Tyrese. Number 5, Glenn. Okay. Out of the top 4. Number 4, Merle. Number 3, Dale. Number 2, Beth. And number 1, Herschel. So Herschel, Beth, and Dale and Merle all rated ahead of Glenn. For one, let's hear some notable snubs. One that jumps out to me on there, no Shane on the list. No Abraham on the list. No Olivia. No Spencer. I love that. Tommy McCandless might have just made, and he put it all in bold. Everyone's list sucks except for ours. And that is why we do it, because we're going to have so many different opinions out there. So give me a few of your notable snubs that you've, yeah, it's Herschel, number 1. Very interesting to me. I mean, there are some people that do list Herschel, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if, I mean, maybe some people are going to list him as number 1. We got a few Herschels kind of outside. Georgia Lynn says, Lori's death wasn't really sad. No Sasha. A lot of Beths in the last round. Yeah, still no Sasha yet. I mean, no Sasha on that list. No Jesse on that list. Notable: Spencer, Amy, T-Dog, Andrea, and the Governor. Yeah, you know, once we get to the top 3, though, it's really going to it's going to mix some things up. And we may have to flip-flop a couple things on ours. Andrea's sister, what was her name? Was it Emma? On the TV show? Man, it's been so long. Yeah. Georgia Lynn says Deanna. Who's Deanna? You knew that was coming, right? I don't know that I'm going to have Denise in my top 3, but the fact that Denise is not on any list does concern me a little bit. Because, I mean, there's people, I mean, Sophia is on a lot of these lists, and one could make the argument, like, we have Sophia on the list, but you don't have Denise on the list. I think Denise's death is up there. But at this point, it's going to be hard to get her on the list because I doubt she's going to be top 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Amy, thank you. Amy was, I think I'm losing it tonight, everybody. See what happens when you multitask? All right, I'm checking out one additional list. Yeah, tell him, Tommy. All right, so Tommy just made a quick announcement. Lucille, that like button. We're not going to go straight to our 1, 2, and 3. All right, I've got an additional list here that I'm about to go over once we can track this thing down. Wow, actually I've got 2 more lists. Holy cow. All right, we're going to have to find a way to get through these. All right, change of plans here. Here is the Hollywood Reporters top 10. It's blowing me away reading some of these. Anyway, when we get top 3, you guys are going to freaking revolt. Okay, Hollywood Reporter. Number 10, Tyrese. All right, I'll give you that. Number 9, Noah. Noah, it made a lot of people's top 10. Number 8, Nicholas. Number 7, Jesse. Number 6, Denise. Number 5, Abraham. Number 4, Glenn. So we did get Glenn and Abraham, but here's the top 3. Olivia, Spencer, and Sasha. I could make a small argument for Sasha, but there's no way Spencer and Olivia should be rated higher than Glenn and Abraham. What is wrong with some of these people? Salem Blue is like, it's Hollywood, say no more. I'm going to get a few reactions, so yeah, I want to know what you guys think about this list. Eric Garcia is like 4th. Glenn, what? Yeah, I agree with that. List is fail. Northside Queen says list is fail besides Sasha. Diane Estes. So far, these are the lists that we've done. We've got Watch Mojo. We got Cinema. I can't. You know what? I'm about to turn off this microphone and just I'm gonna call it a night. I don't know what it is about today. All right, we're gonna do this one more time. It's live, and normally I've butchered some live streams. This is up there. All right, so we've got Watch Mojo, Cinema Blend, top 10 list, and now we also have Hollywood Reporter. I've got 2 more lists that we have to get through, and then we will. I wish I had like a 10-second delay so I could just kind of like just rewind this stuff and just do it again. Angus Johnson wants to know who would be number 11 just on the outskirts. We can do our number 11, I guess. Milton, I'm not putting Milton on any list. Okay, now that we got 2 more lists to go, we got to do our top 3. We're not going to do top 3 though. I'm probably gonna have you do 2 and 3, but we'll mix it up in a little bit. I got another question for the whole group. So we talked about the death that you were probably most excited about and you thought was one of the deaths that was probably the best. Which death hit you the hardest? Which death of all the deaths on The Walking Dead, which one was the toughest for you to deal with? And I'm sure that could be a lot of people's number one, so it might be kind of like double dipping a little bit. But that's what I want to hear. I want to hear which one just was the toughest. You know, if you were a Lori fan and you had to see that happen, or you know, executing a little kid with Lizzie. You know, if that was hard. If you were, you know, if you loved Spencer, which most people didn't, if that was tough. I want to know which one was the toughest. So Laura Brown says Glenn. Joe P. Pepe's Fishing Channel says Noah by far. Daniel was Abraham. Trey, Glenn. Salem Blue, Glenn. Emmy was Glenn. Georgia Lynn says Glenn and Abraham. Steph was Glenn. Abraham, Glenn. Dark Angel was Sasha. Darko, Herschel. Herschel was tough as well, too. AJ says Glenn's dumpster death hit her harder than the actual death. Shay Girl, Glenn and Herschel. Yeah, Lee's death from the Telltale. You know, I'm gonna tell you, because this, I guess we could have put some of the comics and some of the video games and those things. I caught a lot of flack, Eric, about Lee's death because I wasn't emotional enough. I'm going to get to the real thing in a little bit, but if you guys saw some of the play-by-play I did on the Telltale game when Lee was there talking to Clementine, I was just kind of reading it. I wasn't like all choked up or anything. And boy, yeah, the internet let me have it, just so you guys know. When talking about something emotional, you got to at least be emotional. Kobe really lost it with Fat Joey. You know, we'll probably add, in a future top 9, we'll probably do some type of comic, video game, TV show merge and just get a bunch of different topics. I will tell you that I had the script about 3 weeks before the, and it was line by line of all the stuff Rick was doing. So the Abraham death I knew about. The Glenn death we knew about, but we didn't know how the Glenn death was going to go down. And even after knowing how it was going to go down and watching it, I got to be honest with you, I still have trouble watching that scene. When I'm looking this stuff up and I see, you know, Glenn, that part of the show will never let me like Negan. I can't. I can appreciate Negan's sarcasm, his sense of humor, but that vile viciousness, Abraham, I get it. Abraham's tough. You want to kill the biggest guy. You make your point. Abraham was my favorite character, and I was prepared to see him go. Glenn was just, you know, he's a future father. He's helpless. He couldn't defend himself. And just the enjoyment that Negan got out of that whole thing, yeah, I can't like him. Sorry. No matter what happens in the show from here on out, I could go back and just watch that scene of what he did to Glenn, and I just won't ever accept it. It was one of the most, absolutely, Darko, one of the most horrific scenes that I've ever seen. Just that part, and then just the shadow of him standing over finishing the job, it's just terrible. So, you know, when we talk about one-liners and they're kind of funny, it's almost like, yeah, Negan's funny, I just still hate that son of a, you know, I just can't deal with it. And if you go back and watch it, it's going to be hard to do it. All right, so anyway, that's mine. That's the toughest one for me to watch. So we're going to move on to someone else's, what? Someone else's top 10. They don't do top 9s. We're the only people that do it. And this is going to be, well, let's go with this site called Ranker. Should be called Wanker. You know, actually, their list isn't terrible. I apologize. No, you know what? I like their list. Their list actually has a little bit of style here. because they got a couple people that you wouldn't expect to be on there. So anyway, Ranker, I like Ranker's list better than I like the other ones. I'll preface that. So number 10, Tyrese. Number 9, this is one you probably forgot about, Bud. Bud was the guy that a lot of people thought was Negan. He was the guy on the motorcycle that got rocket launched. So Bud comes in at number 9. I'm okay with that being one of the top 9 deaths of all time, because it was amazing the way it happened, even though we hardly got to know him. Number 8 was Otis, because of the betrayal. Number 7 was Jesse. Number 6, The Walking Dead, top 9 deaths of all time, Rick's horse, number 6. Somebody had to list it, right? Number 5, Dale. 4, T-Dog. And 3, 2, and 1 might be some of you guys. Abraham, number 3. Noah, number 2. And Glenn at number 1. So I think Ranker, they're okay. I'm okay with them. No one has said Otis. And then no one said Bud either. Was that his name, Bud? I hope so. I mean, I'm going off their site, but I'm pretty sure that was the guy's name. But, you know, 1, 2, and 3, Glenn, Noah, Abraham. 4, 5, and 6, T-Dog, Dale, Rick's horse. 7, 8, 9, Jesse, Otis, Bud. And number 10, Tyrese. Not terrible. Shay, I think part of the reason why Jesse's on the list is because Jesse, Ron, and Sam. So when a lot of these people put Jesse, they actually list all 3. And we have got, we're going to make this a little bit easier. So I got one more list, but I'm going to ask you at this point, instead of giving me your top 3, 1, 2, and 3, give me number 2 and number 3, and then at the very end we'll unveil everybody's number 1, and I'll make it a little bit easier. So right now I'm going to ask each of you in chat, you guys could help me out. Number 1, first of all, if you guys have not slapped the like button, follow Tommy Sweetass McCandless Lead, and Lucille the like button, Genesis the like button, Spoon the like button, whatever you need to do, hit that like button. Would appreciate if you guys would ramp that up really, really quickly. Also, as a quick announcement, as you guys are typing number 2 and number 3, we do gaming streams. Sunday mornings, Chill with Kills, 11 o'clock. Sunday nights, we do Sunday spoilers. We talk about Walking Dead spoilers. Monday night is Preacher Reactions. Tuesday, we do random things, 9 o'clock on most of these. We have a lot of fun with random things. Most Wednesdays, we do Wednesday Walkers, and we will talk Walking Dead. We missed that last night, so and when it ramps up, we'll get a little bit more Wednesdays. And, of course, every Thursday night, we do the all-new top 9 that you guys are a part of making these videos. So thank you for everything that you guys do. And I got a couple people I want to shout out, so I want to say Laura Brown says Merle and Herschel. So she's going with Merle and Herschel. Herschel is a combination of Herschel and Rick's horse, by the way. That was actually, yeah, scratch that. Sophia and Herschel as well. We got tons of lists. Abe and Sasha from Ann Hodge. Emmy Desiree says Abe and Beth. Beth, I hear you calling. And Walani says Glenn and Abraham, 2 and 3. Angel of Darkness, Andrea and Beth. Andrea, it's pretty high up for Andrea. Merle and Abraham from Daniel Ivan. Trey says T-Dog and Merle. Merle has got some fans. Peppy says Noah and Gareth. Diane Estes is coming in, says Herschel and Abe. AJ with Bob and Merle. Bob all the way up there, huh? Darko with Lizzie and Shane. Got Shane pretty high. Steph Richardson with Abe and Beth. Lynn is coming in with Herschel and Abe. All right, let's get a few more in here. We got James Gallego says Dale and Glenn. Pretty high up on Dale. Westwick with T-Dog and Glenn. Holy Bird Dog, Merle and Sam. Sam, come on, Bird Dog. We ain't putting Sam in no number 2. I respect your right to have Sam number 2, but no. Tommy says Gareth and then Abe at number 2. So we can see the way this is playing out. We got a few Merles jumping in there at the last minute. We've got a couple more Beths, a lot of Glens, a lot of Abrahams on the list. The Easy Man says Denise and Abe. Getting Denise on the list. Trev Heath, Merle, and Abraham. Who else we got? Oh, you guys remember Sam, that whiny little bowl-cut-headed kid that Carol's going to make him eat those cookies? Jimmy says Beth and Abraham. Which Reggie are we talking about? Are we talking about the Reggie that Carver threw over there? Reggie, I'm going to pick your ass up and throw you over the top of the wall. That's my Carver voice. I love me some Carver. You guys play the Telltale game, and I'm so upset in Walking Dead Road to Survival that Carver is not a character in Walking Dead Road to Survival. That dude could have been, Carver could have been a great villain. All right, a few more Merles, and I'm going to open it up. We got another 10 seconds here. After this 10 seconds, we're going to get to the last list, and then we're going to get to your number 1 coming up very soon. Every time I do the Carver voice, I get hoarse for like a day. Luckily, there's no live stream tomorrow. All right, so I think most people got in there 2 and 3. So here is the last other list that we're going to do. This one is called Empire. So Empire's top 10 list. We're gonna rip this one up and throw it away too. Is Denise, number 10, number 9, Tyrese, number 8, Governor, number 7, Lori, 6, Jesse, Ron, and Sam. Number 5 is Bob, number 4, Herschel, number 3, Beth, number 2, Noah, and number 1, Lizzie. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I could have Lizzie. Somebody mentioned like who barely missed the list. I could have Lizzie as like a R10 or R11 or R12. I can't have her as number 1. All right, we're going to chop that up and throw it away. All right, before we get to your number 1, I am going to ask you a question about Season 8, because we are talking about Walking Dead deaths. Which character do you think will die in Season 8 that you will miss the most? I mean, obviously, it's got to be a 2-part thing. It's like not who you don't want to die. It's like Glenn died, we know he died, and we miss him. So it's got to, you know, meet both criteria. So who do you think will die this season? And of the people that will die, you don't have to name all of them that are going to die. Which one will you miss the most? And then we are going to transition and wind this bad boy down. See, Kel, this is why we do our own list, because there's so many crappy lists out there. And when we started talking about 999 Gaming, we said, you know what, we need to do a top 9, and nobody's done it, and we can make a better list because our lists are interactive. Bam. It's like magic. All right, so Eric says he thinks Morgan's going to die, and he's going to miss Morgan. Northside Queen says Morgan, and she'll miss him. Kel, Salen, Laura Brown all say Shiva will die, and they will miss Shiva. That's Trey Abrams, too. Morgan for sure says Shay Girl. Emmy, Morgan. You know, I'll probably miss Morgan now. There was a time that I wouldn't have missed Morgan, so I'm still on the fence with Morgan. Shiva, definitely. We know Lynn Meyer's going to miss Shiva. Peppy says Judith is going to die. Diane Estes says Jerry will die this season, and she's going to miss Jerry. That's a good call out, too. I do think Jerry's going to die at some point. A lot of people are going to miss Shiva, but, you know, just like in the comics, if it's done in the first couple episodes, we don't really know Shiva that much. Morgan, I could probably side with some of the Morgan people because we followed Morgan's journey a little bit more. But like Carol, if something happened to Carol, I would definitely miss Carol. There's no right or wrong. I mean, I just kind of want to see the pulse of, you know, where everybody's at this point. And with that, here we go, everybody. We are going to, I'm not going to give you the top 9 yet. I got a little bit of a recap. We still got a little bit of scoring to do. But at this point, everybody give me your number 1 999 Gaming top 9 number 1 death of all time. So let's see how the numbers are going to play out. And I got a feeling, I know the top 3 for a lot of people, it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of Sasha, a lot of Glenn, and a lot of Abraham. Because the people didn't say Glenn and Abraham are probably going to say Glenn. There's going to be a couple Abraham fans, but there's also going to be a lot of Sasha is going to come out of the woodwork right here at the very end. So let's see. All right, so Laura Brown says Glenn, no doubt about it. So we got our first number 1 in the books. Peppy says Lizzie. Rick's not dead. AJ says Herschel. Salem Blue says Glenn, number 1. Emmy says Glenn. Trey says Glenn. There we go. Diane says Glenn. Kel says Herschel. Darko says Herschel. Walani, Shane, Ann Hodge coming in with Glenn. Speedy with Sasha. Not as many Sashas as I thought. Very interesting here. Eric Garcia says Glenn. Evil Jester says Glenn. Glenn, of course, from Stephanie Richards. Kobe Fisher says Glenn. Sandy Schaefer says Glenn, Beth, and Abe. Daniel with Glenn. What else we got? Eric says Glenn. Lynn Myers, Glenn with a whole lot of N's. The Easy Man coming in, showing a little Abraham love. Come on, Emmy, you ain't changing it to Benjamin. Carmen Trant says Glenn. April says Glenn. Angus Johnson with Glenn. I think we might have an idea who's going to end up number 1 on the all-time list, which is very funny because of all the other lists that I read. Watch Mojo did have Glenn as number 1, but that a whole, they were all around with the other stuff. Gator, there you go. Jenna says Sasha because of Maggie. This is going to surprise you that in the beginning we started this list, there were a lot of people that said, Sasha's not on the top 10. But I have to tell you, a lot of you guys did not put Sasha in your top 10. So this is why we do it, right? This is how we do it. All right, so give me a second. And what I want you guys to do is I'm going to put this all in the magical 999 databanks. And we're going to come up with our top 9 list in 1 second. So you guys feel free to type, entertain each other, talk about notable snubs, who you probably wish you could go back and change the list up at this point. And we're going to have to change one thing up. All right, I have the official numbers. We had to flip-flop something because somebody that I thought was going to make the top 9 early, they got a late surge at the very end. They were rated much higher by several different people. So this is going to be the official 999 Gaming top 9 Walking Dead deaths of all time. So, and hold on, wait, I think we might be missing one person. All right, here we go, everybody. Coming in at number 9. A lot of you guys mentioned this early on. This was not in my top 9. I'm just going by sheer numbers alone. Number 9 is Lori. Lori came in at number 9. A lot of people had Lori either 7, 8, or 9. So barely making the cut is Lori. A little bit more popular than I thought. I guess because I didn't really like her. But I can't hold that against her. She's dead. All right, moving on to number 8. Number 8 was originally number 9 until we reshuffled some of the numbers. I thought this was barely going to get on the list. Number 8 is Dale. Dale is coming in at number 8. Number 7, your list, top 9 is Merle. So 7, 8, 9, we got Merle, Dale, and Lori. Merle was hanging on by a thread, but a lot of people had Merle as number 3, number 4, number 5. So because of that, Merle cracks into the top 9. Number 6, Shane. Shane was on a lot of people's list at 7 and also number 6. So we got Shane, Merle, Dale, and Lori. Coming in at number 5. This was overwhelming. Must have had a big impact on a lot of people. And it was Tyrese. Tyrese coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4. This is where it gets a little bit dicey. Number 4 was very close between 3 and 4, but they're related, so it's fine. Number 4 is Herschel. Number 3, Beth. Number 2, Abraham. And your overwhelming top 9 death, number 1 of the top 9 death is Glenn. So Noah was hanging on. So actually Noah was number 10. He was on the outside looking in. Somebody said who would barely make the list. Lizzie got a few as well. So this is everybody's idea. I don't know if anybody had it number 1 to number 9 start to finish. If you did, that'd be pretty awesome. I'd love to see your list. But this is a combination of all of our thoughts. So once again, quick playback. We got number 9 is Lori, number 8 Dale, number 7 Merle, number 6 Shane, number 5 Tyrese, number 4 Herschel, number 3 Beth, number 2 Abraham, and number 1 is Glenn. So a lot of work. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys throwing it together. I want to apologize for some. You know that one show. Is it Pardon the Interruption, where they look up the fails at the end of it? Like I could go through and say, oh yeah, who was such and such? Yeah, Amy. And also, why did we start out doing a top 10? A lot of notable fails in this. So I had a good time with it. Thanks to all of you guys. I appreciate all of you being here. The playback is going to be interesting. I might stay away from the playback on this one. If you are watching as a playback, then get in here and do it live with us next time. We definitely have a lot of fun. If you guys enjoyed the top 9 list, then if you guys could just in chat right now, throw a quick 999. I know all of you guys already slapped a like button, but type a 999 in chat just to show your love for the 999 Army. Also, that'll give a special shout out from me. Your 999 will represent the moderators, Emmy Desiree Bacon. Also, Moody Girl can't be here tonight. Also, Dark Angel. That's a little bit of love, a little bit of support. And then, once you hit that 999 button, I see the screen go a little bit crazy. Just type a shout-out request, because I like to give shout-outs to all the people that make these videos, and you guys are definitely part of this channel. So thank you so much for everything that you guys do, and your shout-out request is down below. And you know what? For your shout-out request, just type your favorite Walking Dead character of all time. And then I'm just going to shout out your name, because I'm just kind of curious. Mine, as you guys know, is, was, and always will be Abraham. I just was always a big fan of Abraham. And I don't think, even in future seasons, I don't think that's going to change. So, do want to say what's up to everybody that's here. We got AJ Jepson. Kel says smile. Jenna, thank you so much. Dark Angel, appreciate you being here. Jimmy Coonan, Pepe's Fishing Channel. Laura Brown, Trev Heath. Jamie Taylor, Angel of Darkness, Lynn Myers, Carmen Trance, Eric Garcia, Ann Hodge, Tobin McLeod, April Russell, thank you for being here. Shay Girl, The Easy Man, Matt Briggs. We got Lamont. What's up, Lamont G? Good to see you as well. Thanks for being here. Jamie Taylor, Wilani, Diane Estes. If I miss you in a shout out, don't go crazy and get mad at me. If I double shout you out, then realize there's just like a ton of people typing stuff right now. Rick Grimes, thanks for being here. Who else we got? Salem Blue. Game, biggest fan. Thank you. Evil Jester, appreciate you being here. Kobe Fisher. Steph Cuervo Queen Richardson. Tommy, the sweet-ass enforcer McCandless. Rick is his favorite. And you know what, Tommy? Negan, he's already dead. Because I'm going to kill you. Not today, not tomorrow, but I'm going to kill you. Will he kill Negan? That remains to be seen. I guess we will wait and see. What's up, John Holland? Thank you for being here. Yeah, the governor. The governor in the comics, man. Crazy, crazy dude. I'm glad I went back and read that. So, learned quite a bit. Sporty Athletic, thank you for being here. What's up? What's up to you, man? E-Beach 72, what's going on? Where is Lindsay Luke? I'll definitely shout out Double L. I didn't see her if she's here. I haven't been on the 999 Army page though in a little bit. Yeah, Jen, I miss Abe so much. And you know what else I missed? I probably missed about 20 shout outs right now. So yeah, as they scroll up, if I missed you in shout out, or if I didn't acknowledge your comment or your list, then when this video goes live, get over there and just just say something. And also, if you want to post your top 9 list, if there's something you don't agree with in it, then feel free in the comments, just post your list, because some people will be watching this and obviously they're going to debate it. And but I will tell you, my list is different than the list that we came up with, but I do think overall our list is closer than any of the other lists that I read. I mean, even our top 3, Glenn, Abraham, and Beth, I think that takes into account the newness of the episode, but Glenn is number 1 on a lot of people's list, but he was only number 1 on one person that I went through. Yeah, Maggie should kill Negan. Steph Richardson is having deep-fried tequila shots. I have no idea what that even is. But you can rest assured I'm going to Google it. Jenna wants a song. I wish there was a song that had, like, is there a song that has, like, Jenna? I mean, I know the Jenny, but you're Jenna. I mean, because obviously I could do, like, Jenna, Jenna, who can I turn to? I could change the Jenny to Jenna and just make it like your song. And then you can tell everybody that was your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I changed all the words. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. There is your serenade on the way out the door. Thank you. I appreciate everything that you guys do. It's very loose, casual, and we will do this thing again on Sunday morning with the Chill with Kills. If you guys want to see a little bit of video gaming, and also, of course, Sunday spoilers. We just have a lot of fun with Sunday spoilers. So, thanks, everybody. And I am going to wind this thing down and talk to y'all soon. Peace.